Hey you guys, welcome back to Rooted Homeschool. If you're new here, I'm Christina and I'm a mom of 5 kids ages 18 months to 13 years. Today's video is a super fun one and probably one of my most requested videos here on YouTube, but especially over on Instagram. It's combining a couple of different requests into one video to bring to you my Playroom tour. So many of you have asked for how I organize things, like how I organize the toys that I rotate on my learning shelf in here, how I store learning materials. I was going to wait until I did a Playroom reset, which I do every couple of weeks, where I move things around. I move the wooden play gym around, I move the nugget around, I swap out the toys in the learning shelf, I swap out the books. So I was waiting to do a video for that, but I decided I would give you a tour as is. Like, it is not staged. You will see the messy chalk wall and all of those things. And then maybe in the future, if you guys are interested, I will bring you along when I clean and reset the Playroom one day. So I share it in reels a lot over on Instagram, but obviously you can only show so much in a reel. So if you're interested in a video where I'm resetting all of these things and changing things around, let me know down in the comments below and I will bring that to you in the future. Again, a lot of you have asked about organization, and part of the issue is that I was still developing my organizational methods. If you missed it, just back in February, we remodeled this Playroom. If you missed that video, I will link it down below. It was a major, complete makeover. It looks like a completely different room, 100%. However, I had been still neglecting the closet in here because I just did not feel like tackling it. I did not know exactly how I wanted to utilize the closet still, so I just kind of left it up until yesterday. So if you missed yesterday's video, I completely cleaned out and organized that closet. And I ended the video with letting you guys know that I would show you in detail how I organized it in today's video. So I'll give you a tour of the Playroom, like what's in here, how I organize, where I put things so that they're not all out, and I'll also show you inside that closet. From the very beginning, when we remodeled this Playroom, I've been keeping the majority of the toys for my learning shelf, which I'll also show you in a minute, right up here on this shelf that I had my husband build. So I'll walk you through all of the things, and if you want to see them actually being built, you can go back and watch that Playroom remodel. We show you every step of the way, the things that were installed, the things that my husband custom built, and all of those things. So I will show you what I have up in those 2 main baskets. I had him build that shelf for that purpose so that I could have 2 baskets up there where I keep things that I want to rotate in and out of the learning shelf. So I'll show you what's in there first. Okay, so I brought these 2 baskets down so I could show you what is in here. And these are, again, the things that I use to rotate in and out on the learning shelf. Okay, so first I will show you the learning shelf so you have frame of reference for what I'm talking about, where these things are going. So as you can see, like I said, I did not stage this room. Messy chalkboard, floor that needs to be swept with the chalk dust from them playing. Yeah. So this is the learning shelf. This actually was the top part of a shelf that I had in here, a really tall one that I got about 10 years ago. My husband cut off the top of it. We put a coat of paint on it to match the walls. It's already getting a little beat up, but typically I have some sort of theme for the shelf. In this case, obviously it was numbers. Now you know what I'm talking about for what the purpose of these things are. So first bin, this one was a gift. So you'll notice I don't have a ton of stuff here, and most of this stuff I actually did not purchase on my own. So this was a Christmas gift. Typically what I do with Christmas gifts when they get them, guys, if they get a ton of toys, I put them all away and I leave 1 or 2 out. And then when they get bored with things, I'll rotate things out. So that's how I do it. This is cool. This is a little foam pegboard with shapes. So for them to match up shapes. Sethy really likes this, my almost 3-year-old. This is another one that was a gift either for Christmas or a birthday. I can't remember which, but it's from my mother-in-law. This is where that turtle puzzle came from. Over on the learning shelf that I just showed you, there's a bear, a ladybug, a car, a bunch of different ones in here. So I just keep these in the bags they came in. These are just little wooden trains, and if you saw my farm busy bin video from last week, I shared that the wooden barn set in there was from a garage sale that came in a bin with a bunch of wooden trains. These are those wooden trains. I also have a train busy bin that has like the tracks and little trains, but these actually don't fit with those, so I keep these separate. And I did a shelf one time that had like things with wheels. So I had like a truck puzzle, a bunch of that kind of stuff. So even these two instruments, these were gifts for my kids when like relatives went away on vacation, like souvenirs. These were also a gift, I believe, at some point. So as you can see, I don't really have a ton of stuff. Like I don't have a bunch of hidden toys somewhere that I'm not showing you guys. I just mix and match what I have, and I don't keep it all out at once, so they don't usually get bored with this stuff. Okay, so this is one thing that I did actually purchase. This is just a puzzle from the Target dollar spot. I think it was $3. This is really cool if we're working on colors, but it also has the Spanish colors underneath, which I think is pretty cool. This one has most of like my wooden nesting toys in here. This little toy was also a gift for Christmas or something. This set here was also a gift. This is the Melissa and Doug like stacking trucks sets. All of these wooden nesting sets I did purchase, but these are like the few things that I did purchase. So this little fire one I got when we were doing when I did like a camping theme in here, which I might do one more time before the summer's over because we are about to go camping in a few weeks. So I have the fire one. I have the water one here, the wave one. The coral one is in my room because we actually had to glue a piece because my son, my 2-year-old, is like really rough on things. And then we have this cave one here. Okay, so those are back up there, and then you can't really see it, but the only other thing that's there is a big wooden puzzle right underneath that big basket, which I don't feel like taking down, but it's a Melissa and Doug truck one. So these shelves here, so my husband built that shelf. These shelves here, he also built out of that bookshelf that I was telling you about. Typically what I do, but not always, is I put the books for like the oldest kids on top, middle kids in the middle, youngest kids on the bottom, and then it works well that way. Those are from the Grimm's weather set. I really love those. I really love this little name puzzle for Sethi, and then these are our chock full of design chalkboards that we really, really love. I'll put a link down below along with my exclusive discount code. We have this hammock swing which he installed, which is a favorite in this room even for me. You can find that linked on my Amazon shop under Playroom, along with a lot of the things that you see in here. This is the Nugget. I forget the color of it, but it's just a dark gray. We really love it, and I switch it up in all different ways, and they switch it up all the time too. It does not stay like this for very long. These curtains are from Target, and so are the curtain rods. Are just like a super cheap curtain rod, and it's just kind of cute. My backyard's a mess, so we'll just ignore that, but I have a bird feeder there and a sunflower that we actually planted inside, so it'll be really cool when it blooms. It's just like in a little pot right outside the window. This way, we have custom built ballet bars that my husband built and put just a little like wall decor. This is from Target. This is Opal House from Target. And then he just built these out of some leftover wood that he had, and we just draped that over it. This is a trapeze mostly for Gia because she loves The Greatest Showman and she's super active and she dances and like just loves it. So it's really cool because my husband also installed these hooks. These did not come with it, but what's really great about it is you can move this up out of the way. So if you want more room, like if she's gonna do ballet or use the bar, we just put it up there. Then, like I said, we got this rug from Target, which I really love. It's super soft, easy to clean. This little wooden play gym set, I absolutely love. It's a 3-piece set. This is linked in my Amazon shop. The other side of this is like a rock climber, so you can like flip it over and use it that way as well. This is a balance board, which they absolutely love. Then over here, we just have a couple macrame hanging baskets. I actually got these from Target for $5 in the dollar spot, and then the plants were $5 from Target as well. These shelves here, my husband built for me. I wanted to have we both wanted to have an art station for my son Jackson because he loves art. And we also needed a place to just put all of the art things that we use on a daily basis. And so I didn't want something that took up a lot of space. So I came up with the idea for the triangle shelves. So my husband custom built this. The bottom one is more like a desk, so it's a lot heavier and sturdier. You can see this is well loved. One mistake that we made that I wish that I would have done differently, and we'll probably do it, is I wish we would have done satin floor finish on top of that, because we just stained this. We did like a gray wash of the same paint on the wall, which it looked absolutely beautiful the way you could see like the wood grain and stuff through it, but now it's just like covered. So clearly gets used a lot. A couple more things. I guess I could show you the light fixture, which I am pretty obsessed with. I do really love it. That's from Lowe's, but there's a very similar one linked on my Amazon. My husband built this ladder, which I thought was really weird until I saw it all black. I was like, babe, that looks really weird. I liked the wall just bare, but I actually really love it. And then I just added their names to it. He did that so that they could get up to the monkey bars. He also custom built these. Last, but certainly not least, I am gonna show you guys the finished product for now of the closet that I organized yesterday. What's in here, how I'm gonna use it to organize, and all of those things. This is how it looks now. Definitely go check out the before from yesterday because it was an absolute disaster. This was hysterical, me trying to build this bookshelf without my husband. And I'll explain to you what I mean. Oh, those little numbers on the floor are from Target dollar spot. I love them just to work on counting with Sethi, but I also use them for adding and subtraction and skip counting and things like that with Gia. Okay, so we don't have a ton of storage space in my house. So this closet will also house our vacuum and our mop. Board games, and I got rid of some, and then I put some in the basement that they might want, but not on a regular basis. For right now, this top shelf is our curriculum for this school year. So I had it in boxes and in different places in my room. So I finally got it organized. So I'll just explain to you really quick. This one right here, I got ready for my oldest son who's going into 9th grade, both for the books for this unit, but then also some other books for the start of the school year. This is Gia's next ready to read program curriculum that we probably won't get to for another month or two. So I kept it in the box. And these are all of the workbooks from the Target dollar spot and the dollar store, and some miscellaneous stuff that may or may not change that I have, extra crayons, dot markers that they love, extra crayons. This is a dinosaur kinetic sand, busy bin kind of thing that we haven't used yet. These are animal stamps, numbers and letters stickers from the dollar store. This Melissa and Doug stamp set I absolutely love. It is letters and numbers, and it also has this little activity book with it. So that stuff is actually linked on my Amazon as well. I have a couple of whiteboards and then some colored paper and construction paper. On this shelf, I have Sethi's preschool busy book. Just have some extra pens and things like that. Some word cards that I have actually had since my oldest was a baby and he's 13, so I need to start using those more. We haven't used them a bunch. This is some of my poetry tea time stuff, macrame coasters, table runner, and some tea towels that I use just for poetry tea time. Some baskets for different things that I'll put out, activities and things throughout the year. My wooden letters, another little tray, a couple trays that I use for poetry tea time and different things that we do. This shelf has our bird busy bin, which we absolutely love. It doesn't go along with any particular unit. It's just one that we love. Our very first unit of Homeschool was North American Birds by Gather on Homeschool. So we have a special place in our heart for birds. We love that bin. This one just has some wooden blocks, and quite a few years ago, it's a Noah's Ark, and there are animals inside. This is another thing that goes out onto the learning shelf sometimes. And then on the bottom, I have my Land of Storybooks boxes from July and August. I'm actually saving them because we've been so busy this summer, and I feel like these are going to be really fun in the winter when we're like bored and it's dark out early and they have crafts associated with them. So I'm waiting for the right time to use those, but I'm really excited. This is the rest of my 9th grader's high school English curriculum. This is my knowledge crate, which has lots of fun activities. I also have a unboxing for that if you're interested. Those are really, really awesome. I even have an exclusive discount code for you guys on that video. 3 set of puzzles that I got on Amazon, coloring books. This is something I've also had since my oldest was very young. This is like a Bible curriculum. Even before I was homeschooling, I used this. So I have to decide if I'm going to try to work this back in or not. Like, I can't bring myself to get rid of it yet. This is my Grimm's weather set that I absolutely love. This over here is a combination between my fish, like my Melissa and Doug fishing game that I also use on the learning shelf. And then there's like a camping, like little campfire setup that I use on the floor in here when I was doing my camping theme. This kind of came out, but that goes along with that. So on the top, I just have like popsicle sticks for crafts, extra chalk. These are actually for I think our second unit of the school year is going to be US government, which I planned on doing the Gather Round Homeschool mini unit. And now I just found out that the Good and the Beautiful is coming out with a Constitution unit. So now I don't know which one to use. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Paints and pom-poms, things that I don't want the little ones to get their hands on, like on their own, are up here. These just happen to be up here. These are from the Target dollar spot. I have subtraction and addition for Gia with the dice. We have yet to do that. These are just some little trays that I use for different activities that we're doing. This is kind of my pouch that has my clothespins, jute, metal rings, Velcro dots. These I got to use for the boys to when they do their typing so that they can put it out, you know, so it's standing up next to the computer. I have some color and letter and number stickers from the Target dollar spot. Story dice from the Target dollar spot. This one right here is a mix between extra glue sticks, glue, dry erase markers. Here I have stapler, extra staples, corner punch, and then this is like the travel pouch that comes with the chock full of design, chalkboards. Then I have like my flashcard row. This is a water paint mat. So it's like one of those mats that they paint with water. So I use this for my 18-month-old when my older kids are doing activities. And down here, I have just like a drawing pad. I have these dry erase pocket pouches. And then I have all of these dry erase like games and tracing sheets that came in that knowledge crate I was telling you about. So I have these out because my 6-year-old really loves those. And then I have some of these like weather thingies that I was using for Weather Week and Exploring Nature with Children. And then this is the rest of the set from these numbers that I got at the Target dollar spot for $3. So I'll use these in different ways. But for right now, we're really liking the numbers on the floor. So I might keep these for a while. That is everything in the closet now, and I feel really confident. A lot of that stuff is going to move because it's going to go on the homeschool cart when I switch it over from our summer homeschool cart to our actual school year cart, so that will change. But this is what I have for now, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, you guys, that is it for my Playroom tour. I hope you enjoyed seeing how it's set up, how we've kind of tried to include all ages in here in a small space. I hope you also enjoyed ways that you can switch things up without recreating the wheel, ideas for organizing in small spaces. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you are new here, I would love if you'd introduce yourself down in the comments. I love to get to know you guys. If you are not already following us over on Instagram, you can follow us there at rooted_homeschool. You can see all the reels of the Playroom remixes and all of those things if you are interested in seeing more. If you are not subscribed, I would love if you would click that red subscribe button, hit the notifications bell so that you know when we have new videos coming out. I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and until next time, stay rooted.